a video tribute at this time. We're having a video tribute. After the tribute, we'll have a selection. After the selection, we will have words of comfort. In that order, amen?
Love still carries on from Haiti, Clarendon, Jamaica, Jerome Cunningham began. Fourth child of Tina Hansen and Alfonso Cunningham. Attend the secondary school, he learned to work and stand strong. And mechanics showed his talent and ambition moved him on. He left Jamaica with a vision for a brighter life ahead, turning every open doorway into purpose with each step. For music, Romie became a promoter, bringing people close together. Attach music record store, his smile made strangers feel better. Then construction called his hands, where integrity built his name. He worked with excellence and dedication, never running from the stream. Agriculture became his calling, and the farmland became his pride. With Caribbean royals beside him, he built success through disciplined drive. One of the most successful farms rose from his commitment and care. Then residential home construction became another dream to share. He did not only build for today, he built for those still coming on. Every field, every wall, every lesson became a place where love lives on. We are missing you tonight, but your love remains our guiding light. From Jamaica to the life you made, your strength will never fade. On July 3rd, 2026, brought a goodbye that broke our hearts. Jerome Cunningham, your love will never depart. In 1990, Jerome met Nikki, the love who walked beside his life. In 1998, Romie Cunningham became his wife. For more than 3 decades together, they built with faith and mutual respect a home filled with love and laughter, and dreams they would never forget. Jerome Cunningham Jr., husband of Chantel Blake, father of Kemoya Cunningham, and Johnny Cunningham carries his name. Rowan Jerome Cunningham, fiancé of Lisha Galloway, father of Lenaxa Joe Cunningham, still walks in his father's way. And Rory Cunningham will always hold his love inside. His children and grandchildren were Rome's greatest joy and pride. His mother, Dana Hansen, will always cherish her son. His uncle, Derek Hansen, remembers all that Rome had done. And Mary Price, Charmaine Kelligan, and Carol Palmer hold him near. His sisters carry every memory through every passing year. Vicky Owen, Javier, Kate Park, Sasha, Lisha, Jeffrey, Colin, Kiana, Damian, and Jay still treasure the days they shared. His nieces, nephews, extended family, lifelong friends and loved ones too, will remember his generous spirit and the loyalty that carried them through. His brother Lamberton and sister Elaine Price went before. Now fate knows the hope of reunion beyond this earthly shore. and kisses. You were my best friend, my partner, and the love of my life. We built a home of faith and laughter through every dream and sacrifice. My heart is broken by your passing, but I thank God for every day. I will love and miss you always. Your legacy will never fade. Oh, we are missing you tonight, but your love remains our guiding light. Jamaican, Jerome, Roman and Rory, your family will carry your story. Through China, Bishop, Cambodia, Shania, and Leonard Sancho too. Every generation will carry the strength they learned from you. From much beauty to construction, from the farm to every home, you taught us how to dream with courage and build what will live on. Jerome Cunningham, though your earthly work is done, your values, faith and determination will keep leading everyone. When the reggae plays softly and the evening settles low, we will see your infectious smile and remember the man we know. Devoted husband, father, grandfather, cherished son, brother, uncle and friend. Oh, the love and life you gave us will carry on without delay.
You know the goldfishes them gone already. When we say the goldfishes them, that's the ones who do not listen to the entire video because they think that it's entertainment. This channel is not an entertainment channel. This channel is all about inspiration, education, and to make people better. Make your life better. So you can think, your children, your neighbor, your family members. And that is what this channel is all about, saving lives. Because a life of fear, of criminality, it's always end up one of two places, prison or the departure lounge. Most people think that fear is respect. Fear is not respect. Fear is that somebody fears you kill them. So today we are looking at a tribute song dedicated to Jerome Cunningham, also known as Romie and Fada Romie. I deliberately make sure that I put it at the front of the video so that people can hear it for yourself. Song well put together, well written. Don't know the artist, I don't even know the voice of the person who sing it, but I want to share it with the audience member. So people are like, oh man, you just focus on Jerome. We're just giving you a backstory. Remember, you know, of all of the Dons them that have been killed over the years, apart from Rifle or one British, there's no other Don that's as big as them. Jerome is the only Don that's really up there with them. What I talk about in terms of wealth and criminality, you understand what I'm saying? Their background. So Jerome is not the ordinary, he wasn't an ordinary drug dealer or a gang leader. I must say this before we can go any further. Please, just type and tell me where you're watching this video from. Always remember, just type and tell us where you're watching this video from. We appreciate it. Because the more you're coming, the more the video reach other people. Remember, you have heard that I will tell you that this channel has been under attack for the past 2.5 years. Whether or not you want to believe it. If you can go back and look at the numbers. Numbers speak for itself. But as we say, we know that for a fact. Those of us who have a conscience know that lies have expiry date. And when lies get shut down, it can't come back. The truth just continue to shine like a diamond. Just like the sun. No guy. Look how wicked a guy is or feast and powerful on this earth. Him can't stop the sun from shine. Can't stop it. That I power of God. That's the truth. So the artist did something that every funeral and every tribute should do. He reminds us that behind every public figure is a family. He mentioned Jerome's wife. He mentioned his children. He mentioned his grandchildren. He reminds us that when one person dies, an entire family suffers. I commend him for that, because every human being deserves to be remembered by those who love them. The wickedest man on earth have people love them. And you can't tell them to that person wicked because they haven't seen that side of them. They might know of that side, but they have never seen it. But today, discussion is bigger than one tribute song. It is about life. It is about choices. It is about consequences. One man, like from the belly of the beast, just always telling people to stay away from crime because he had experienced it himself, seen it. If this is the first time visiting the Jamaica Young Police channel and you haven't subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing. If you are already a subscriber but you are not receiving your notifications, please unsubscribe, then subscribe again, and make sure your notifications are turned on. At the present moment, it's only 172 people that subscribe to the Jamaica Young Police channel are receiving notification. Let me repeat myself. 172 people. That's, the threshold that YouTube had put on the channel from their surrogates, from the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Surrogates. That's in YouTube. And it started from a guy by the name of Omar Ibanks, a convicted drug dealer and a deportee, after he had exposed Mark Gummerbeer Golden in the killing of the PNP councillor Tyson. That's from when the channel has been under attack, because he had revealed the names of the people who had played an integral role in the killing of this man. And it go right back to the opposition leader, the big belly white man from England. So they had killed Tyson to give Omar Ibanks the seat. So he had exposed the opposition leader in an alleged murder case. So to those of you who have stood with this channel over the years, thank you for your loyalty and support. Many of you have watched the challenges this channel has faced over the past 2.5 years. Through it, we have remained committed to our mission of sharing our perspectives, encouraging discussion, and standing by what we believe is the truth. History reminds us that evil and wickedness may appear to prosper for a season. There are times when deception seems to win, and those who celebrate wrongdoing believe they have the final word. But history also teaches that lies are temporary. Lies are temporary. Truth as a way of enduring, and integrity as a way of outlasting deception. No matter how difficult the journey may become, we will continue to pursue what we believe is right and truthful. Speak with conviction and encourage our audience to think critically, examine the evidence, and draw their own conclusions. Truth endures forever. Integrity endures forever. That is why we remain committed to this journey with you. They can't break us. Never. But as we say, the longest liver will see. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. It has become a part of him from growing up at 4 years old, knowing that he wanted to be like Tom Levine, a detective, a man who was there to deliver justice to the people of his community. One thing that struck me while listening was that naturally the tribute focused on Jerome's background as a husband, a father and a grandfather, and the day when he met his wife, Nikki. Him have several side chicks, man, them party and all of these things. And apparently, although he was married, you can see his life was really elsewhere. But wife a wife, and him love her. I don't care what him thing there. And others, the side chick them, but a the wife. That's what tributes often do. They remember the person, though the eyes of those who loved them. Many people love him. As you heard him funeral, they big, but majority of them never show it because people, you have to understand, because it's a criminal organization and people did not, people don't want to ever video them and put them out there. And those who are in a church, they're not a problem because them know them legitimate. But others in the criminal habit, them just stay outside, and others, you understand, them say, it was the convoy, or we want to call it, the funeral procession long. So, according to Jamaica, you get a wicked turnout, but within the Jamaica, them say to that, maybe all 30 times or maybe all 10 times bigger than that. Although it was thousands of people, white, black, all kind of people, Mexican, because of his work that he has been doing as an entrepreneur. And I tell people that all the time. Yeah, I will learn that, same place in Uncle Sam, them tell us, say, yes, drug dealers are entrepreneurs because a capitalist system and people go in a business to make money, and that's what drug dealers do. So, they're an entrepreneur. One thing struck me while listening was how he humanized Jerome. But there's another side that society must never forget. Whenever violence becomes part of someone's life, there are often other families carrying pain as well. That is why this video is not about celebrating a criminal lifestyle. It's about asking one simple question. If fear was the greatest form of protection, how did everyone feared end up in a casket? Let me repeat myself. If fear was the greatest form of protection, that means to say a man throwing bad on you if you fear him. Just like even as a police officer, as a detective, criminal fear you because they know if you catch them as a detective. Back in my time, they don't want to go to jail, so they want you want me as a detective to fear them, so they will back off them gun and start shoot. So they want to kill me because they want me to fear them. But how did the man, everyone fear end up in a casket? Because everybody fear Jerome. How he end up in a casket? Because the people, they may not squeeze the trigger then, Anyway, Jerome didn't even make a turn or anything like that. But most of the time, when these things happen, it's always in a situation where they're comfortable and complacent. That's how him lose his life. Comfortable and complacent. Because the people that were behind the gun, them fear him, Because if he wasn't killed there, them know the repercussion what will happen after. But he was killed. And the person who survived the killing, Nangopal, was a part of the plot. So stay with me until the end, because this is not just Jerome's story. This is a story, or this is the story of every young man who believes fear is the same as respect. It isn't. And the difference could save your life. I'm going to tell people all the while, fear is not respect. So, I've seen, he did have a criminal named Jonah Biggs. He was killed years ago from a Klansman done. I see him on a video. Yeah, but then a couple years ago. when him do a video and I say, oh, I'm me one of fear, you know. And then the same week, then him dead. You understand? One of the biggest lies ever sold on the street is this. If people fear you, they respect you now. Fear and respect are two different completely things. Let me repeat myself. Fear and respect are two completely different things. Fear exists because people worry about what might happen if they oppose you. Respect exists because people admire your character. You cannot force respect. You can only earn it. A school teacher earns respect. A hard-working mother earns respect. A firefighter earns respect. A police officer who serve with integrity earns respect. A thief in police officer, nobody has no respect for them. They know say them a criminal. Like a police and a cowboy, I do a video about him. Because, boy, I tell him, you know, all them man, as I saw it going, him all get an assistant commissioner of police. Big extortion and all of them things there. Those things cannot be purchased. You can't purchase respect. They cannot be stolen. They cannot be demanded. The street creates an illusion. When you are young, the streets appear exciting. Money, cars, pretty girls, jewelry, attention. People stepping aside when you arrive. Man, I touch your pump or fist. Man, I hug you. Boy, you're the G, you're the Dan, you're this and that. People want your space. They want that attention. Most people who commit crimes is attention they want because they want to be seen. But although they might hide and I say, boy, you know what, you call them out. That's how why people commit crime. The attention. People stepping aside when you arrive. It looks powerful. But look carefully. Much of that image is built on reputation, not peace. Many people living violent lives are constantly watching over their shoulder. They worry about retaliation. They wonder who they can trust. As me, I trust me, myself, and I. Most of my enemies will want to kill me and them thing there. It's not because I have done anything to them, harm them. It's because I just speak the truth. All the police, I said, boy, I kill Porter. When I come to Jamaica, kill me now. Yeah, you can't. How many times you can't kill me? You can't stop me from coming to Jamaica. Whether you're a Labour right or you're a PMP. Although the Labour, they never threaten me. That means say them no one do but I PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, supporters, activists and voters always are threatening me. I'm not afraid of them. I have never fear anyone. I'll even police. You know all your police are, you know, like informer. You're not criminal then, man. You're not in a police force. You're in a wrong job. The question everyone must ask themselves, who they can trust? The question, every unexpected phone calls, that is not freedom. That is living under pressure. What the tribute reminds us. I listened carefully to the artist. Tribute. He humanized Jerome. He spoke about his family. That is understandable. Families mourn the person they knew. Friends remember, share experiences. That is a part of grieving. But society also has a responsibility to remember that violence affects more than one family. Whenever someone is killed, one family loses a son. Sometimes another family has already lost someone years earlier. Communities live with the consequences long after the headlines disappear. That is why every act of violence has a ripple effect. Criminal careers rarely end peacefully. During my years in law enforcement, I saw many young men begin down the path of violence. Very few reach old age peacefully. As Jerome fortunate, because Jerome lived over 40 odd years as a criminal, committing crimes. Till Jerome ended up becoming an American citizen. How that? Because Jerome never put on the farm that he was arrested and charged in Jamaica with murder. Not convicted, but just by doing that, them wouldn't allow him to even enter the country. Some ended up in prison. Some die young. Others spend years looking over their shoulders. That doesn't mean every case is identical, but it does mean violence often creates more violence. Young people should ask themselves, is that really the future I want? If you a criminal, a gunman, or somebody involved, because once you sell drugs involve violence, because you have to have people to enforce, because it seems like in a business world, people trust people with drugs. That's why Courtney Stammer terror, when Courtney Stammer terror in England, he was the enforcer, And then people take drugs from people and then him go and page them. Same way, just like in a business. People in a drugs world, them take people drugs and pay for it. And that's how people end up dead. All the time. Because of that. People take people drugs, people don't pay. And people don't want to pay. People have to use violence to get a thing. And that's how people create a reputation. So once you're involved in drugs, violence often come with it. And I know, just like what you see in a movie, I saw it go in a real world. So the legacy, what you want, what do you people say when you are gone? Do they remember kindness? Do they remember honesty? Because you have none. I'm saying man say Jerome have integrity. I mean I say man involved in so much nefarious thing, I say him have integrity. But him gonna know the side there, Jerome, or the song that he did. Do they remember generosity? So many people are leaving him family, him have a niece. And she talk about the things that him send come gear and all of this. But how many lives he had destroyed to do that? Everything have a cause and effect. Or do they remember fear? Eventually, every title disappears. Every vehicle belongs to someone else. Every house changes ownership. Every bank account stays behind. Only your legacy remains. That is why the question isn't how powerful was I? The question is, what did my life contribute? As I said before and I say again, I want to be remembered as someone who tried to change the youth's life, especially from my community at Jonestown, Concrete Jungle. That no youths no being pressured first time you must smoke weed, a whole criminal a game ganja for smoke. Not no family member, stranger. Money cannot buy peace. Many young people think success is measured by money. No. Money is useful, but money cannot buy peace of mind. Money cannot erase regret. Money cannot restore lost years. Money cannot replace trust. Real wealth includes peace, family, health, and integrity. Real strength isn't carrying a weapon. Real strength is walking away from unnecessary conflict. Real strength is controlling your temper. Real strength is protecting your family by staying alive and staying free. Anyone can react. Character is shown in restraint. A message to young people. If you are watching this today, don't be impressed by lifestyles you only see in short clips. Ask yourself what comes after the cameras turns off. What happened after the party? What happened after the money? What happened after the headlines? Build a life that doesn't require looking over your shoulder. Invest in education. Learn a trade. Start a business. A legitimate business. Once you're involved in drugs, guns have to involve. Anything to do with criminality and dishonesty. Serve your community. Those achievements create lasting respect. Not because you will never see my face on a wall in a Jonestown or a concrete jungle or even Waterford I used to live. Not because you're not going to see a mural of me. But I just remember the things that I am trying to impart to you. Today's tribute reminds us that every person is remembered differently by different people. Family members remember love. Friends remember friendship. Communities often remember broader consequences. All of those perspectives exist at the same time. My hope is that young people watching this don't focus on image of power. Instead, focus on the ending. Oh, you want to be remembered after this life end. Because whether or not you want to believe it, everyone aware of dead. Me say all people who say them are kill me say I drunk to find them. So me don't worry about that. However, close to 1,000 death threat on the Jamaica Young Police channel phone. Some of them I don't even listen to them. But I know a death threat. Because they come from the same numbers them where always I send death threat. Because them feel so by threatening me, them can't, because they know I'm expose the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Even all them have all them surrogate in YouTube. You see it for yourself. I am not firing any gun, I am just talking some words of power. Because every decision you make today writes tomorrow's story. One day people will gather to remember each of us. The question is not whether that day will come. It will. Whether or not you want to believe it. The question is, what story will they tell about your life? Will they say you build people up? Will they say you serve your community? Will they say you left your children with value instead of violence? Those are the things that outlive every funeral. If this discussion reaches even one young person before they choose the streets, then it has accomplished something worthwhile. Because no amount of fear can replace genuine respect. And no reputation is greater than a legacy built on integrity. The code word is tribute. Tribute. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.